Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm not going to turn on this light because I want to talk to you in the dark. Okay. I just want to talk to you in the dark. I don't feel like fixing myself up and coming in the camera. You know how that is. So I just rather talk to you in the dark tonight. So how have your Monday had been? I know mine has went well for me. I took care of my situation and I'm back on track with my license. Hey, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I had to come clean and tell my husband the situation. I had to take public transportation today. So he looked out and paid for the fine that I had, and he was like, "Well, why didn't you tell me?" I said, "Because I was feeling just so embarrassed. Sometimes you just feel so embarrassed and you just don't want to put yourself in that situation. You just don't, you try to avoid the arguments and things or whatever. So it's the route I took. So I'm glad he was able to look at it and say, look, things happen. That's what I'm here for. That's what we here for, to look out for each other, whatever, whatever. So that situation is taken care of. So I will be back driving. It wasn't so bad taking the bus though. It was interesting, meeting people and talking to people. And I was talking about my tree I took down this weekend. And me and this lady had a discussion on the bus. And she said, "Oh, I know people that leave the tree up all year round and they just um use it for all different holidays, like Christmas. They take off the Christmas ornaments and everything. And since Valentine's Day is approaching, some people decorate their tree for Valentine's. Some people decorate their tree for, what's the next season, maybe Easter or whatever." And I was like, that's interesting because I was thinking about R. Kelly, like he leaves his tree up all year round. And I was like, wow. So I was just saying I should have left my tree up. If I would have known that, I would have left my tree up because I was thinking about putting, you know, gifts under it, like Valentine's, for Valentine's, put a gift under the tree. If and whoever birthday is like in February, and if I know my mom was still alive, my mom gift would be under there for my mom because her birthday is in February. And after mommy, no, we don't. I don't have anybody like brothers or sisters born in the month of March. No, I have an aunt, my mom's sister. So I could have just like everybody's birthday come in the family. I just put a tree. If I didn't get you for for Christmas, I get you for your birthday and put you under the tree in my family tree. Use that as a family tree and to tell my story on the tree. When you go to family reunions, it's the family history, the family tree, whatever. That's the kind of idea that came into my head when this lady and I was having this conversation. Anyway, y'all, I know I cut off the conversation earlier when I was like talking about what has he done to you, and I spoke on the fact that R. Kelly was attacked by Tasha K. Put it that way, and he don't even know Tasha K. He didn't even know this woman. This woman and him has never had any kind of personal relationship with each other. So why would you do that? Why would you want to hurt somebody you really don't know, and somebody you only know him for being a entertainer or in his craft and music and everything, and him being the king of R&B, and you just had such a just hate for this man, and you used the fact that you were a victim of child sexual how do you put it? It's so hard to come out the way I want to say it. Like being a victim of a rape situation or a child molestation when you were young. I don't know how to really put it because, God forbid, I've never been a victim of any kind of sexual assault or any sexual violence towards me or taking advantage of being molested or whatever. It's kind of hard for me to really talk on subjects like that. And I do really know there are people who have been victims of sex crimes or children that have been taken advantage of when they were small children and they never got the kind of help that they needed. They've been hurt by, people in the church, it's like family members or whatever. I know those things are possible. I know those things are true. But is Tasha K's story true? Is her story true that gave her a reason to hurt R. Kelly, to do something to hurt R. Kelly? The thing that really bothers me about that is that I'm look at it like that. I'm gonna say this: if Tasha K wanted to really help R. Kelly, like really get the truth, if R. Kelly did these things or not, why didn't she just ever talk to him? Why didn't she ever just like ask R. Kelly to come on her platform? And I'm talking about this is like even before he was taken in custody by the feds or whatever. And before he had the interview with Gayle King, before he had an interview with any other person, okay, I don't think R. Kelly would have declined her. I think R. Kelly would have loved to have came to her platform, being that if she was somebody interested in knowing the truth about what was really happening, in his life, and she could have came to him and asked him, if you would like to come on my platform, um, these are the questions I'm going to ask you. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, then we don't have to do it. But at least acknowledge that I had this conversation with you or whatever. And I think R. Kelly would have like, okay, I'll come on your platform and I'll have this conversation, especially when all this stuff was going on in his life, when he was under attack like that. I think R. Kelly would have came to her platform. All she had to do was ask him. He went on Gayle King's platform. He even did an interview. He even did invite Wendy Williams. He even had a conversation with Wendy Williams. And Wendy Williams was able to sit down and talk with R. Kelly, and he invited her in his home and everything. And and Wendy Williams, and it's funny because Wendy Williams never, I don't know if she did. I don't know if she did, but I'm gonna say like this. I remember when she was on her show, and she said, I sat down and I talked with R. Kelly. I had a conversation with R. Kelly. Can I have him on my show? And she asked her audience. And a lot of people at that time said no or something, whatever. So Wendy never brought him on her platform. Wendy he even said, he had sat down and he talked to Wendy Williams, when she was dragging him out there saying things about him. And he did have a conversation with Wendy Williams. So I don't see that R. Kelly would have had a problem ever going to Tasha K. He would have right now that he's going through this, because from what he said, I don't knock your hustle. So if you needed to know anything about him, and especially his side of the story of things, he would have went on your platform, Wendy. I mean, Tasha. He would have came to your platform, and your platform would have been even probably greater than it is now. If you didn't take that route of doing the things you did to R. Kelly, I think R. Kelly would have came to your platform, and he would have blew you up. Okay? People don't think about stuff like that. You could have had that man do an interview on your platform before you went around just dragging him and trashing him and saying all the horrible things about him. And then on top of that, putting his personal confidential file out in the public like that. And to hurt his trial, to hurt this man ever having a fair chance to get a fair trial. R. Kelly said that. He said, I was, as I was listening to him as he was speaking on that conversation with Rick, R. Kelly would have came to your platform, Tasha. He would have had an interview with you. You didn't have to go the dirty route. You didn't have to hit below the belt. You didn't have to be so cruel. You didn't have to be so mean. Without hearing his side of the story, and then making up some bogus shit about you being molested as a child by an uncle or family member, and you never got any justice for it, and da 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 da. We all know who got in your fucking head and excuse my language, and told you told you to make up this kind of stuff to win favor of the victims or whatever. That was dirty. And these people don't give a dong about you, because Angelo got some shit coming for his ass. And so do the Savages. They not off the hook, because these men are wicked. They did such a disservice to their children, to their daughters. And Azarel, she spoke on the truth in the beginning when she went on the platform with Gayle King. Her dad and her mom and all her family her parents wanted to extort R. Kelly for money. They wanted her to lie about her age, and she said it. And if people would listen to the interview, she said it. They wanted her to lie about her age, and her father even said that he will have her pictures, take naked pictures and everything, and R. Kelly better have some so and called kind of money for her, and da 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 da. After she said that, no, I didn't have sex with him at this age that I knew it was been under age for him. I made it until at least I turned 18, so that I do sleep with him and everything. And we don't even know if all of that is true, because she may have been with R. Kelly for that amount of time, but we can't really confirm her story either, that she was even 18 when she got involved with R. Kelly, when they first got romantically involved. We can't confirm that, because we haven't heard R. Kelly's side. She said on the testimony stand, she said, yeah, she said this, she said that, but me myself, I think it was later than that. I think she was already probably, like, at the time when she did get involved with R. Kelly, she was approaching 20. I think that's how old she was before she got romantically involved with R. Kelly. She might have traveled with him and do music and all this other stuff with him, but I doubt in the sexual romantic part, if it did happen, I don't think it was like she was that young. I don't I don't know. I'm only hearing her side, so I have to hear his side of the story. And I didn't get a chance to ever hear that side, because it was just too many other people who was already prejudiced against him, that his side of the story just never came out. It just never really came out. It was just too much, you know, stuff there. Some parts are missing. So, anyway. And that's all I wanted to just say quickly to this evening. I got to get in this bed. It's late, and I got to get up and go to work in the morning. And I just wanted to just come and discuss that with you all tonight. And excuse my foul language. I am trying to change and using language that is not clean from my mouth to reach a different type of audience. I'm not trying, especially if I'm out here preaching and teaching the word of God. I gotta keep my mouth right. I gotta keep my words clean. Yep. And oh, I forgot about the part about the queen, right? This delusional queen lady that claims that she is romantically involved with R. Kelly, and they kept a good long distance relationship, whatever. See, these are the kind of women I'm talking about. They get this delusion in their mind. They get sick in their head. They listening to R. Kelly's music, and instead of falling in love with just loving the music, they claim that they make up this thing that this man, this icon or whatever, is going to fall in love with them and marry them. Like, they can't separate the man from the music. Just know that it's music. This is the kind of music he enjoyed making or whatever. But that's all it is, you know. And if you want to be in this fight for him, is because now you see the man, Robert Sylvester Kelly, which is a human being, a man, a flesh. He's just a man. And the man behind the music is Robert Sylvester Kelly, not R. Kelly. He is not on stage performing. He's not making music. He's not doing tours. He's now been illegally, okay, in custody. Illegally. Okay? His words, illegally. Because he did not get a fair trial. His constitutional rights were violated. And the public was already tainted and prejudiced against him before they even got a chance to really hear his story. They silenced him and they stripped away his rights. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't even get a chance to have a good fight. You know, they had people in government, um, prisons and stuff like that that released his files to the public when it was supposed to be confidential. It wasn't supposed to get out, and especially while an investigation was going on and before his trial even started. And the movie Lifetime and everything. This is the dirt that these people did to Robert Sylvester Kelly, the man behind the music. Okay, this is the stuff that they did to his legacy. This is what they did to him as a person, as a human being. So you have to know how to separate the man from the music and this delusional cuckoo woman. And all, you know, I don't want to say that. I just want to pray for her, you know, because she's sick. The mind is sick. And I don't want to talk bad about her. I just want to help her to understand what is she doing. Because if she's acting like this right now, only God forbid if this woman ever have a chance to ever be around R. Kelly, what she's capable of doing. She's sick. Because, you know, you hear about this stuff all the time, that these sick fans that fall in love with a man that makes great music and they become obsessed. They capable of doing anything. And this woman scares the living daylights out of me. She really do. And I'm pretty sure R. Kelly need to be watching his back with her too. Like, okay, you know, he can't really say nothing to her because R. Kelly right now, he's desperate for anybody to help him at this moment. So he don't want to, you know, like cancel nobody. And that's understandable in his case. But keep her as far as you can away from R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly, because the woman is crazy. She is crazy. I saw the movie Misery. The woman that fell in love with the character in the book, in the with the character in the book, and look what she did to that man. Kidnapped that man and did all kind of sick and crazy things to him. When you read the book, you get more of the story, but the movie didn't go as much as into details as the book did. But she was sick. She did some sick things to the author of the book Misery. She fell in love with the character of the book. And that's the way I'm looking at this delusional psycho woman that's on YouTube claiming that her and R. Kelly are romantically involved. It's like crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's making up all these fake fan pages and these fake pages of Joycelyn. I wouldn't be surprised if it's her. She cursed out she cursed out Jennifer Bongine. She wrote a nasty, disgusting, crazy, psycho letter to his attorneys. This woman is crazy. And I'm not gonna take that lightly. All I could do is pray for protection over R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly, because a sick woman like that, she's just crazy. I'm sorry. God, just help her. Help her. Help this woman. Help her to understand, to see the difference between the music and the man. You know, she is going out of her mind. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. You all have a great night. Be blessed and heavenly dreams, because I'm getting ready to go to my bed. So take care. I'm sorry I couldn't put the camera on me because it's something I just don't want to do right now because I'm all in my natural. So anyway, y'all be safe and be blessed. Peace.